Let me show you a form builder that actually has me amazed. They have an AI system built into it that it can actually generate the form for you. Now, I think it's actually even better than using a template because this can generate the form, questions, and the elements based on your actual needs. So it's gonna save you more time than using a template. This one is called forms.app, and I'm gonna show you how it works right now. What's up, SaaS Masters? We're gonna check out forms.app, and they actually have a free version that you can use, obviously with some limitations, but you can jump into the paid plans if you think it's worth it. Now, in my opinion, I think the AI feature is well worth it because it saves you time even more than using a template. Now, let me jump over to my dashboard, and it looks pretty simple in the beginning, but once we jump into the form builder, it's gonna get really good, okay? So let's go ahead and create a form, and we're gonna have three options. We can go ahead and create a form from blank, generate with AI, which is what I'm gonna show you, and you can use templates. A bunch of templates are available for whatever need you're gonna need right there. But the thing about using templates is that, okay, I like how this one looks, and I'm gonna modify it to my liking. But AI is gonna be better because it's gonna generate the actual elements based on your needs. So let's go ahead and generate with forms.app AI. And first of all, I'm gonna get some examples of what I can do here. So I can get an AI generated form with feedback, a contact form, an NPS, etc. So let me write something interesting and unique so it generates the form for us. Okay, so this is what I wrote. I need a form for a competition about specialty coffee tasting and rating. So that's actually a pretty tight niche. So it's not something that you would have as a template. You would need to grab something similar that has some coffee beans inside of there and practically generate all the questions. In this case, let's try AI. So generate with AI. And it's actually pretty quick. It just started right now. So let's see what it's creating for us. And we're gonna check it out right now. Should be done. There we go. It's done, okay? So let's see what it actually wrote. So we have the basic elements. So name, email, phone. And then we have a question. Experience level of in specialty coffee tasting. And we have this beginner, intermediate, advanced. So kind of to get to know the person if they're actually experts when they're rating this, okay? Coffee brewing method used. So this one we'll have to type in. Number of specialty coffees tasted and rated. So we select the amount right here, 2 or 5. Rate the aroma of the coffee, 1 for poor, 10 for excellent. Rate the flavors of the coffee, rate the acidity of the coffee, rate the body texture of the coffee, rate aftertaste of the coffee, rate overall quality of the coffee. So all these questions were based on my actual need. I mean, I probably wouldn't have thought of some of these and it generated for me. So talk about time saving in that sense. So maybe I would have thought of some of them. Maybe I would have remembered later on, or someone might have reminded me, hey, you didn't add this one, we're gonna need that. But in this case with AI, I actually got really great ideas for this specific need, okay? Now that's for the AI. Now we can actually customize the whole thing. We can go into the fields and we can go ahead and, well, first of all, we can edit any of these elements by clicking on the gear icon. Each one of these elements will have a specific option for each one of these because they're unique. And next we have the fields. So a bunch of fields. You got your essentials, you got your contact details, your uploads, date and time, legal and consent, you got your payment, e-commerce, and media structure. Just go ahead and drag these in, pull them in, edit them, and make them to your liking, okay? Next we have the form design. So you have options to just click on these, change the form design really easily. So we can use these template designs and use them right away, or we can customize these however we like. So we can go ahead and select this one. We'll use this one to keep it simple. Okay, that one. All right, we have the list view and we have the step view. So in case you want to use this as a step type of form, you can see this one and the next one, or the list view was just everything in one single page, okay? And like I said, you can go ahead and customize everything right here. The colors, the radius, the fonts, etc. from here. And then you also have conditional logic. So a form builder has to have conditional logic if you want to have a great forms, okay? So Forms app does have it. You can go ahead and add a conditional logic right here. So conditional logic is actually pretty straightforward, which is if this happens, do that. So you hide a form, hide an element, do this, do that, etc. And it's pretty easy to use. Next is AI. So if you want to customize the form again, regenerate it, or if you're not using an AI form and you want to use AI inside of there, you can go ahead and do so right there. Next, you have your settings for this form. You got your general settings, notification settings, welcome page settings, thank you, custom message settings, schedule settings, quota settings, and location settings. All these options are available here. And then you got your integrations in the connect options. Okay, so in connect, you can view all the connections that you're gonna need right here. You got them divided also by categories, so CRM, developer tools, etc. You got your results. So once you start using this form, you're gonna get some results. You're gonna have them right here neatly stacked so you can view them whenever you like. archive them and trash them, statistics for this form, and you got your share options. You got your link for the form, you got your sharing options, you got your gear options to make this private, limited, etc. Allow search engines to index this form, so it might be a good idea or not, depending on your needs. And you got your embed website options, standard, full page, chat box, slider, which I think is pretty cool. So I want to grab this, I'm going to grab the code. So I'm going to customize it first how I like it, and then I'm going to get the code. And then last but not least, you can actually view the form before you actually publish it, so you can test it out, see if you like it, view it on tablet mode, mobile mode. And if you're good to go, you're done, and you save it. And you have a form that's generated with AI that's going to be actually easier than using a template. But there you go, that is forms.app. If you want to check it out, link will be provided in the description. Like I said, they have a free version with some limitations, but if that's not good enough, go ahead and jump into the paid plans. And that's a wrap.